The atmosphere inside the Britain's Got Talent theater is electric as a young teenage boy steps onto the stage. His shoulders are tense, his eyes dart nervously toward the judges' panel. The crowd watches quietly, unsure of what to expect. Alesha Dixon notices his nervousness and offers a reassuring smile, leaning forward slightly as she says, "Just have fun, darling." Her calm and encouraging tone eases the tension, and the boy takes a deep breath. The music begins, an upbeat R&B rhythm fills the hall. At first, his movements are hesitant, but within moments, his body finds the rhythm, and everything changes. He bursts into a series of sharp, precise dance moves that leave everyone stunned. The audience gasps, then starts cheering wildly as he spins, slides, and hits every beat perfectly. Simon raises his eyebrows in surprise, Amanda claps in rhythm, and Alesha can't stop smiling. By the end of the routine, the boy lands on one knee with a confident grin, breathing heavily but glowing with pride. The entire theater erupts in applause. Alesha jumps to her feet, clapping and shouting over the noise, "Yes! That's how you do it!" Her joy is contagious, spreading across the room. Then, without hesitation, she slams the golden buzzer. Instantly, golden confetti rains down as the boy covers his face in disbelief. Alesha laughs and points at him, saying, "You've got something truly special." She walks toward the stage to give him a hug while the audience chants his name. In that single moment, the shy dancer who walked in becomes a star, his dream finally within reach, and Alesha's golden buzzer turning his nervous beginning into an unforgettable triumph. A middle-aged man wearing a worn-out construction uniform steps onto the Britain's Got Talent stage, clutching the microphone with trembling hands. His face shows years of hard work, and the judges exchange uncertain looks. Alesha Dixon smiles warmly and asks about his background. He shyly explains that he works on construction sites and sings only for his co-workers during lunch breaks. The audience listens quietly as he takes a deep breath. The first notes of "You Raise Me Up" fill the hall, and immediately, the entire mood shifts. His deep, soulful voice carries emotion that feels raw and genuine, echoing through every corner of the theater. Alesha's eyes widen, and she leans forward, completely captivated. The audience, silent at first, slowly rises to their feet as his voice soars higher with each chorus. By the time he reaches the final note, people are wiping away tears. Alesha places a hand on her chest, visibly moved. When the song ends, the man looks down, almost afraid to face the judges. Then the crowd explodes into applause, cheering his name. Alesha wipes a tear from her cheek and says softly, "You just proved that dreams never expire." Her words echo through the theater, filled with sincerity and admiration. The man looks stunned, covering his face as the audience continues to applaud. Simon nods in approval, but it's Alesha's reaction that makes the moment magical. She smiles through her tears and presses the golden buzzer. Instantly, golden confetti rains down, and the man drops to his knees in disbelief. Alesha stands and claps, saying, "That was beautiful," as the entire audience chants and cheers. In that powerful moment, the humble construction worker transforms into an inspiration, living proof that it's never too late to chase a dream. A small girl, no older than 7, walks timidly onto the Britain's Got Talent stage, clutching a worn teddy bear in her arms. Her shoes sparkle under the bright lights, but her eyes are filled with nervousness. The audience lets out a soft, "Ah," as she faces the judges' panel. Alesha Dixon leans forward with a warm smile and asks her name. The little girl whispers shyly, her voice barely audible, that she wants to sing like her idol, Whitney Houston. The audience encourages her with gentle applause. She takes a deep breath, the music begins, and the first notes of "I Will Always Love You" fill the air. The moment she opens her mouth, the entire hall falls silent. Her voice, clear and powerful, seems to carry the emotion of someone far beyond her years. Alesha's mouth drops open in astonishment. Simon leans back in disbelief, and Amanda places a hand over her heart. The little girl closes her eyes and sings with everything she has, her voice hitting every note with flawless precision. The crowd slowly rises to their feet, unable to contain their awe. When she finishes the last note, the entire theater erupts into thunderous applause. Alesha stands, clapping above her head, her face glowing with pride and emotion. Then, with a joyful laugh, she slams the golden buzzer. Instantly, golden confetti rains down around the little girl, who gasps and covers her mouth in shock. Alesha rushes onto the stage, kneels beside her, and hugs her tightly, saying, "You're a tiny star with a massive light." The girl smiles through tears as the audience cheers her name. In that magical moment, Alesha's golden buzzer turns a nervous little girl into a shining symbol of pure, innocent talent. A quirky magician steps onto the Britain's Got Talent stage wearing a colorful suit and an enormous grin. He greets the judges with exaggerated flair, immediately sparking laughter from the audience. Alesha Dixon chuckles as he begins cracking jokes before even starting his act. "You're already making me laugh, and you haven't done a single trick yet," she says, shaking her head with amusement. The magician winks and replies, "That's part of the magic." He begins his performance with a deck of cards that seems to move on its own. The cards float, vanish, and reappear in the most unexpected places, leaving everyone in awe. His humor never stops. Every trick comes with a perfectly timed punchline that has the judges laughing uncontrollably. Simon tries to act serious, but even he can't help smirking as the magician's wit keeps the energy high. Then comes the twist. The magician invites Alesha to lend him her bracelet. She hesitates for a second, laughing nervously, but hands it over. Within moments, he accidentally makes it disappear. The entire theater gasps. Alesha looks shocked and says, "Wait. Where did it go?" The magician teases her playfully before revealing the bracelet inside a sealed envelope on Simon's desk. The crowd roars with laughter and applause. Alesha throws her head back, laughing so hard that tears form in her eyes. "You're officially my favorite magician ever," she says between giggles. The audience starts chanting his name as he takes a theatrical bow. The camera pans to Alesha, still laughing and clapping, completely charmed by his mix of humor and skill. In that moment, the magician doesn't just earn applause, he wins hearts, proving that comedy and magic together can create pure, unforgettable joy. A group of 4 friends steps onto the Britain's Got Talent stage, holding hands tightly, their faces filled with emotion. The crowd quiets as they introduce themselves and reveal that they're performing in honor of a friend who passed away before they could audition together. Alesha Dixon's expression softens immediately, she senses the deep bond and emotion behind their story. The lights dim, and the haunting intro of "See You Again" begins to play. Their voices blend in perfect harmony, filling the theater with warmth and pain at the same time. Each lyric seems to carry a message of love, loss, and memory. The audience listens in complete silence, many wiping away tears as the performance continues. Alesha leans forward, visibly moved, her hand covering her mouth as her eyes glisten. The friends sing with everything they have, their voices intertwining beautifully as the music swells. When they reach the final note, the hall explodes into applause. The 4 friends embrace each other on stage, overcome with emotion. Alesha stands slowly, her eyes filled with tears, and says softly, "That was beautiful." Her voice trembles as she continues, "You didn't just sing, you shared your hearts with us. That's what this show is all about, love, friendship, and music." The audience cheers louder, giving them a standing ovation. Even Simon nods approvingly, clearly touched by the sincerity of the performance. Alesha claps above her head, smiling proudly as the friends bow through the golden glow of the stage lights. The moment feels timeless, a tribute not only to their late friend but also to the unbreakable power of music to heal and connect hearts.